Um, this next one kind of seems more creepy than weird. This is a sleazy cop shut down and busted on the world stage. Germany fined a police officer $1,500 for looking up a driver's mobile number using their license plate information and then calling them for personal reasons. Now you talk about abuse of authority.
That is some abuse of authority for sure. They only fined him $1,500.
The cop is my stalker. Think about that. The cop is my stalker.
Well, that's
only $1,500 for that.
Only $1,500. That's
crazy. But think about it. I mean, the privacy laws in the EU are crazy. The idea that that's all he was fined is nuts. I mean, the privacy laws in Europe are way more strict than here. And here you have someone, who has authority, access to the, driver's database, can actually match plates with phone numbers and trying to get a hookup. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and what's more over here that's a lot more prevalent, I think, is you hear about Uber drivers, calling people, texting people after their rides, now, and there's people who take Uber rides to their home, and now, you have people who have your home address. And there's certainly been instances where that's been abused. That's actually something that we talk a lot about in cybersecurity, right? When we talk about like privileged users, right? That cop is a privileged user. He has privileged access to sensitive information. There's a way to address that, of course, but creeps are going to be creeps, right? There's
creeps.
Yeah.
And when the creep has a gun, he's extra creepy.
It's super creepy.
So that's a whole other level.
It's one of those things where you go back to, I go back to, when we were doing, security architecture or even like, policy development for organizations. And you go, well, that's a factor you have to, institute kind of at the ground level where whoever that goes into your hiring practices, that goes into your onboarding, that goes into your annual training, who has access to what and what is proper use of that access. What's proper use of that information? Because you can gain access to someone's full name and social security number and their address, but unless it's being utilized for the following authorized purposes, you shouldn't be touching it.
All right, but let's look at another one of these.
Okay, get fun again. This is getting creepy. I don't like the creepy stuff.
Yeah. We're getting a little too serious now. But how about this one? Criminals use AI to impersonate a CEO's voice. A UK-based energy firm was scammed out of $250,000 when criminals targeted the company with an effective Vishing campaign. Vishing is a short for
Vishing, right? Yeah, voice phishing.
Yeah, voice phishing. So this tactic is for tricking targets over the phone, and the incident marked the first time of an AI-based fraud that netted a high payload, according to the Next Web. But I tell you that's actually not weird, but kind of interesting because last summer, my daughter, she was high school freshman at the time, or sophomore. She had a summer project working with AI to develop a system that would analyze behavior analytics in voice recognition so as to match voice parameters to mood and emotional states. The point is, there is open source AI technology out there for voice analytics and duplication that is very sophisticated.
Yeah, deep faking voices, right? That's essentially what it is, right? You can deep fake.
Yeah, exactly.
You deep fake someone on video. There's depending on who does it, it's passable or not.
Actually, I think they voice fake. They use AI to voice fake Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian when they de-aged him because his current voice is a little bit too gravelly.
Oh, did they use? They use that same technology to make Mark Hamill sound more like he did back in the 80s.
Sound young again.
Interesting.
Exactly.
So that is actually kind of scary because imagine, I mean, just as a private citizen, imagine getting a call, especially as a senior citizen, right? Imagine getting a call from a family member asking for money, and that person's voice sounding enough like, that person's family member.
You recognize it? but you recognize the voice.
If
So
you recognize
as
it,
far as you're concerned,
yeah,
this
you
is them.
yep.
You know it's them.
And
The
forget
thing
just the
is,
family members. Even if you look at the companies as a whole, you can have like that, like they did with this. Some CEO call somebody and say, "Hey, I want this amount of money sent to this supplier at this address," and they go, "Okay, it sounds right." My
yeah,
caller ID says it's them, right? Because we know there's ways to
yeah,
spoof caller ID. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's
yeah.
scary. That's scary. You keep getting into
It,
this creepy zone, Mike. I thought we were having fun. You said fun stories.
yeah, I don't know, but hey, we're in a serious business, man. It's not all fun and games.